Glorious day to you, my friends. Hasekehara na esehikotoru. Welcome to day number 66 of being, blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace, our growth with gratitude. Urusana ahasa ikitoru hutar arsana hikaya shahatsuru. I guess we're not doing a regular spiel today. It's day number 66. I had a plan, but then right before I started during meditation, they go 66. And I'm like, okay. All right. 66. 66 is a master number. It's the master of love. It's the master of joy. It's the master of harmony. 6 is, we're going to dive into tarot. We're going to dive into Kabbalah. It is the last day of Hanukkah. And at sundown today ends Hanukkah, which is the celebration of the rededication, the dedication of the second temple in Jerusalem, which housed the Holy of Holies, the Ark of the Covenant, the Ten Commandments, delivered by God, the burning bush. The first temple housed the Holy of Holies as well, and it was destroyed when Jerusalem was sacked. So they rebuilt the temple, and as a part of the rededication and sanctifying of the temple, they needed to burn oil, the lamps. They needed to celebrate for 8 days of the rededication of this temple. They only had enough oil for 2 nights, 2 days and 2 nights. Yet the oil lasted for the entire ceremony. Miracle. The beginnings of the start of Hanukkah, or the commemoration of that event. It has grown into this great and beautiful festival and celebration of family, of God, of bringing God into our hearts and our family. So 66. 66 is 6 times 11. Okay, not the arahashkahaturu. And in tarot, 6 is the lovers in the major arcana. The major arcana is the journey of the fool. That's you and me. The fool in this life. Gaining all these experiences and how we learn. Just telling a story. And the lovers is us being in love with life, in love with ourselves. Yes, it also indicates love in a romantic sense, but it's loving life as well, harmoniously, as we're loving within and loving without. We're just in love. And 11 is the justice card. Well, 6 is also 2 times 3. And interestingly, 2 and 3 are both divine feminine cards. 2 is the high priestess. It's all tying up today because the high priestess has 2 pillars, the 2 pillars out in front of Solomon's temple, the first temple. And the empress is number 3. That's the righteous ruler of our reality, but the nurturing aspect of it, both allowing God or spirit into our lives and nurturing it. Holy, it's connecting the soul star chakra with the earth star chakra and our heart. The empress is the Om, the Ah, and the Hum. And the high priestess is the Om So Hum. It is the I'm going to engage into the powers of the universe, reaching out intentionally with Sa, receiving the Om, and then allowing it to work and nurturing the working of it. That's the allowing aspect. It's the divine feminine aspect of engaging in this universe. We can go about as the magician, number one, fully going from our intention and only going by our intention and our intellect. The counterpart of the magician is allowing it all to work. It's allowing the universe to do all the work for us. And in the first temple, there were two pillars out in front of the first temple, out on the porch. As one might say, Boaz in God's strength, and Yakin is he will establish. In God's strength, in our divine strength, in the strength of the divinity, divinity will establish our lives, our abundance, our fruitfulness. And if we think about it, up here, and Boaz, up here, is the divine feminine. It's the black, it's the yin, okay? And it comes into the right side of our brain. And Anya then crosses those streams. Don't cross the streams. Ghostbusters. Okay, so what do we got here? So, and we've got Yakin. Yakin over here going into my left side, Niyarata Arskata, the left brain. This yang energy, this white pillar. They're bronze and copper and other shiny things. But the yang aspect of it, the divine masculine aspect, comes into our left side, and Anya triggers it over to Bengala. So we got here, in God's strength, he will establish. In the strength of our inner being, in the divinity, we, the ultimate we, will establish through the me we, the mini we, our lives, and the abundance of our lives. It fits in, because in our heart center, the sixth, so if we go to Kabbalah for a moment, Keter up at the top, the crown, is Sephirah number one. The Chokmah and Binah are 2 and 3. So Chokmah and Binah, this high priestess over here. Okay, I got to get on the camera here. This high priestess over here, this Binah, this wisdom and understanding. This is the understanding, and Chokmah is the wisdom. So again, this is my left, no matter how you see it. And that's 3. And 4 is down on our heart center. Okay? It is this chesed, this loving kindness. Wow, that's prati-a-haara. This is this aspect of loving kindness that is a part of our heart center. And guess what? It's a part of the heart triangle of Kabbalah. For our foundation in our heart. That's what we're working on, is Muladhara and this Pranamaya Kusha. The nourishment from our breath. From prana, the aspects of our breath. As we intentionally breathe in and then allow it to work. And then this strength, this Gebura, is the Boaz. It's the Boaz over here that gets into our Ida. Okay? The strength of God helping us out with our loving compassion, and through the strength, our loving kindness, through our strength here in our Brahma-vihara, it takes a lot of strength to be compassionate outwards. At the beginning, it takes strength to change our mind and to change our ways, to see things in a more compassionate way. And then we've got 4, 5, 6. Sephirot number 6 is tifret, the beauty, the joy of it, the joy of our heart. It's the Brahma-vihara. And through loving kindness, we will establish, through the strength, Gabura, we will establish through loving kindness, through strength and loving kindness, through compassion and kindness. We will bring about this joy and harmony, this beauty. We will see the beauty of life and we can bring it out. We can, each of these aspects of the Brahma-vihara, where we're building our foundation, this firmament of heaven, we can, this aspect of seeing it, helping to make it, and allowing it to work, and getting the wisdom and understanding of it, everything we do has both a masculine and a feminine aspect to it. Our actions cause something. Well, what did we learn from it? What's the wisdom? Can we see ourselves in loving kindness? Can we see others through loving kindness? Can we see ourselves through compassion? Can we see others through compassion? Can we see joy? Can we see ourselves through joy? Can we see others through joy? Can we see ourselves through harmony? Can we see others through harmony? As we build this foundation in our heart, that is the justice. This is this number 11 card. And justice in our legal system, we kind of understand what it is. And we see it is that guilty people go to jail and innocent people get set free. Okay. But there's this divine meaning of justice also. And maybe we allow our inner being to show us the true wisdom of justice. Maybe we ask our inner being what it truly means about love, the lover's card. Maybe we ask our inner being what it means to be the high priestess, to sit there at the temple of God, where the Holy of Holies is inside. Oh, the Holy of Holies is inside. And we're sitting out here in the front of our temple, in between the two pillars of our own existence, the pillars of intentionally engaging with both ourselves and the outside world, and having the strength to allow the response from the universe, allowing and respecting the response of other people. And nurturing the responses in ourselves, how we respond. And let's try to keep it simple, because these lofty ideas, I need to be more compassionate, I don't know how to be compassionate, which is okay. Guess what? Let's just simply breathe. Let's chant. Let's chant Om Ahum 108 times. Take a pause in between. We can ask our inner being. We can bring in another being so they can share wisdom with us. And then let's chant So Hum 36 times. That's it. We'll breathe, we'll chant, And we'll spend time with our inner being. And we'll see, maybe we'll see what our inner being reveals. That's it. No lofty ideas, no difficulty, no pondering on this and that and the other thing. We're going to breathe. We're going to chant. And we're going to be. So I invite you to relax. Whether you lie down, whether you sit, or whether you sit in seated meditation. Comfort and ease. So we take the last few shimmies to get settled and get comfortable, making it easy. As we focus our awareness on our breath, as we begin to lengthen and deepen our breath, and as we pay more attention to our breath, everything else, our awareness of everything else, simply goes away on its own. As we become more aware of the qualities of our breath, the aspects, like how our chest rises with the in-breath, and how our chest falls with the out-breath. Like the cool air being breathed in on the in-breath. And the warm air being breathed out by the out-breath. As we feel how it feels when we breathe in. And we breathe, and we feel how it feels when we breathe out. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart center, our prati-a-haara, our firmament of heaven. For in this divine abode is the home of our holy fire, our holy of holies. And our Holy of Holies is a source of our bright light. And every breath that we take with intention fans the flames of our holy fire and brightens our already bright light. So let us take this purity of our heart center, a purity of this holy fire, which is the highest source of consciousness, which is the highest heaven. where there is no ego, there is no me, there is no I, no individual, where there is only total acceptance. That is the justice of God. This total acceptance is unconditional love, which is the justice of God, which is the love of God. There are no gates to heaven. There are no requirements for entry. You need not to prove anything. You are already complete and whole and pure. Your inner being knows the way. And in the highest heaven, this highest source of consciousness, it always respects free will of thought, free will of action. It is you who judge yourself and others that judge you. It is not God. Because there are no conditions to God's love. No conditions. You are totally accepted as you are. All are welcome. So let us take this purity of this holy fire of God. Let us move it down through the chakras, purifying each of the chakras, and purifying our ideas about our chakras. Moving this holy fire down into Manipura, purifying our ideas of intention, of desire, of what we want to create, of what we want, and purifying our ideas of what inspires us. Moving this holy fire down into Svadhisthana, purifying our ideas of our emotions, balancing our emotions, purifying our ideas of pleasure without judgment, showing us what true pleasure is, what true joy is. Moving this holy fire down into Muladhara, our root chakra, purifying our ideas of our foundation, of stability, purifying our fears, our doubts. Moving this holy fire down into Vasundhara, the Earth Star chakra, purifying our ideas of our root system, purifying our ideas on where and what is nourishing and where we get our nourishment. As we ask the holy fire and our inner being to move whatever roots are ready to move and place them into our heart center, into our highest heaven, into spirit, into the essence of God, in God's strength, in God's establishment, in the strength and establishment of our heart, this Brahma Vihara, this abode of God, this first temple. And let us take the roots and go down, 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 and move this holy fire down through the roots, to the core of Gaia, wrapping these roots around the core of Gaia, this density, giving Gaia the spirit of this density, this earth, Mother Earth, giving her a great big hug, thanking her for all her physical abundance and grounding energies, in bringing back her grounded love and wisdom, as she gives us the reminder that we are spirit, we are all of God, we are all perfect, we are all complete, we are all enough. And although we get nourishment from this physicality, the true nourishment, just like our true authentic self, is not made of this earth, of this water, of this fire, of this air, nor is it made of the space in between all these things. And as we use the holy fire to bring forth this, to merge and elevate this density energy, this earth energy, upwards through the root system, and merging it into Vasundhara, unifying all these energies and ideas, harmonizing, stabilizing, balancing, aligning, aligning with the strength and the establishment of God, of our God self. Elevating this collective energy and merging it into Muladhara, our root chakra, unifying all these energies and ideas, harmonizing, balancing, stabilizing, aligning with the strength and establishment of our God self, of God. Asking the holy fire and our inner being to take the firmament, our foundation from our root chakra, and place those pieces of our foundation that are ready to move into our heart center, to be moved effortlessly. As we elevate this unified consciousness in gratitude and merge it into Svadhisthana, our sacral chakra, unifying all these energies and ideas, harmonizing, stabilizing, balancing, aligning with the strength of God and the establishment of God. As we elevate this collective energy and merge it into Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, unifying all these energies and ideas, stabilizing, harmonizing, balancing, aligning with the strength of God and the establishment of God. as we elevate this combined energy and merge it into Anahata, our heart center, our Brahma-vihara. Unifying all these energies and ideas, stabilizing, harmonizing, balancing, aligning with the strength of God, aligning with the allowing of the establishment of ourselves and God. Expanding our heart-centered foundation. Raising up this collective consciousness and merging it into Vishuddha, our throat chakra. Purifying all the ideas of Vishuddha. Purifying our ideas of sound. Purifying our ideas of truth. Unifying all these energies and ideas. Stabilizing. Harmonizing. Balancing. Aligning with the strength of God. Establishing with the strength of God, and allowing this establishment. This foundation of God. Elevating this unified energy and merging it into Anya, our third eye chakra. Purifying our ideas of intuition, of insight. Purifying our ideas of illusion and separation. Unifying all these energies and ideas and chakras into our awareness. Stabilizing, harmonizing, balancing, aligning with the strength of God, aligning with the establishment of God. Elevating, expanding our awareness. Elevating this collective energy and merging into Sahasrara, our crown chakra. Purifying our ideas of our crown, of our sovereignty. Purifying our ideas of thought, of consciousness. Purifying our ideas of opening to the cosmos and the divine. Unifying all these energies and ideas with our lotus of awareness. stabilizing with the strength and the establishing power of God. Harmonizing with the strength and establishing power of God. Balancing with the strength and the harmonizing, the establishing power of God. Aligning with the strength and establishment of God, our God self. Ascending this lotus of awareness, this collective consciousness that we are, and elevating it into Vyapini, the soul star chakra, the goddess who is everywhere. Purifying our ideas of everything. Purifying our ideas of the divine. Purifying our ideas of separation. Purifying our ideas of what we receive. Unifying all these energies and ideas and chakras. Stabilizing. Harmonizing. Balancing. Aligning. Allowing awareness to simply be. As we begin with Aum, which is simply Om, the primordial sound of the universe stretched into its three sound components. Ah for the heart, Ooh for the root, for the savoring and embodying. The invitation to chant Om Ahum 108 times using the Mala of Joy. And then transitioning with Aum. After several breaths, the invitation to invite in a being of higher consciousness, of higher vibration, aligned with who we are, or more aligned with our inner being, inviting in experience, energy, wisdom that is most relevant for us at this time, right where we are. Whether you invite in an angel, another being of higher consciousness, God, Om, Om Ahum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om So Hum, or just spent time with your inner being. Allowing awareness to be. After a few minutes, we bid them farewell with heartfelt gratitude as we transition with Aying. Simply aim, the beach mantra for abundance. Stretched into its three sound components. Ah for the heart, E for the crown, Ing for resonation with everything. The invitation to chant So Hung 36 times. And then concluding with Aying. A breath in for Aum. And a breath in to chant. Harata anaha hira hatara Urutu uta ashahanakaraha. Utur hushana hatatarahake arahanatartaha. Utur huku urharasha hetara. Hartuku uto utana harhatahe. Varshana he guru hushana atu. Atar urhushana huku. Hartar he titi arya. Hara anna hasake e. Kutur hushana hutur. Karahasana haka. Ara arnahera. Harushu ukuru. Artini aryacha ako. Karsana he tiri arya. Harushu ukuru. Artini aryarata kuha. Kotoro hanato. Shai tiaryana. Atukuhu torhana. Asahayataha. Karata aturu kuruhatana. Uturu shanahaka varaha. Isahaka tarihisa anahakaha. Arjato urua arshanahi kora hatura hartanaha katar hashaye kora na sahikota hartyahaya utor hushamuhua katar hanaya kartu katama rasha ekora urosho ukora anvaya katar anahasuka hashaye kahata Harushu uto rota nahaba. Katarana hakaturu hushmahukuru. Harisu ukuru unahukurata. Karasana hisatar hashanahakuha. Harasana haturu hushamahukuraha. Harasana eki aryata hatudha. Karasana hakutora urshanahukwaya. Karsohono torhu shanuhuku taratitara. Kasapara hanahakotohuru tahata. Isa narharata akahashi. Niri aryatohu toro ukaha. Karahasana akatoraha. Hartani eri aryata hata. Pratyahara Oroto Uhota Harato Uhocha Arana Hera Harkoho Shoyotaha Kartaharana Hasahe Hara Asahe Jarato Koroto Uho Shahe Taretiana Otoro Urana Hosuya Atoro Urahana Soya Hati Daharata Hatar Arashana Hotoro Hakatora Katara Nasuchiri Rata Haruto Uhugo Urhana Hawachi Harana Hayato Urho Tora Arkana Hasa Sisiri Rata Breath in for Aum. When you are ready, invite in a being of higher consciousness, of higher vibration, that is aligned with you, or more aligned with our inner being, sharing wisdom, energy, what's relevant, most relevant for our highest good, for where we are, right where we are. Allowing awareness to simply be. when you are ready, with heartfelt gratitude, let us thank the being or beings for sharing their energy, for sharing experience, for sharing wisdom, for being with us. Nihirahana ekota karsha eso otanama atani harisha eodoro ohana eki arhaya hartukusha ohutor arhane eta hartkini ariara arkuhaya kasha anahasa ea hartu unohosha eti ariarthana kashohuku otana atari ishanahakua harasana heri arahata rahaka aruhusho uko utayari aranaha hasana ata araha. As we bid them farewell, and we'll see them sometime in the future. And a breath in for eyeing. And a breath in to chant. So hum. 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 Soham. 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 And a breath in for Aying. Aying. When you are ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. Maybe invite in some gentle movements. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Congratulations, my friends. We have completed day number 66 of this being, this blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace, which is our growth through gratitude, our spiraling up this great pyramid, which is really just gently tuning our vibration to that of our source within. Because God already lives in our heart. However you see God, whether you see God as God or whether you see God as your higher self or your inner being, does not matter. As we are devoted to alignment with our inner being, as we're devoted to allowing our inner being to live more fully with us, through us, as us, that is the divine justice. Is being easy on ourselves. Just like God is unconditionally loving to us, our inner being is unconditionally loving to us, regardless of how we think or act. And as we allow this wisdom to permeate more of us, this justice of God, not that we need to exact justice. We simply allow ourselves to be this justice of God through the strength of our inner being. The strength of our inner being will establish our prati-a-haara. The strength of our inner being will establish our loving kindness, both inwards and outwards. The strength of our inner being will, maybe that's the title. The strength of our inner being will allow this compassion to live through us. This strength of our inner being will establish the harmony coming from us. The strength of our inner being will establish the joy coming from us and into us, will radiate. The strength of our inner being will establish our radiation, our shine. Niti ara harskana oto. Harisi iti tiariata hakaoa. Kasha haniti ariata karto. Shia na takarhasuka. Katara anakotoro. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Nihitoro ushanahokutorota. And shaina nihitara arsanahikutor with the strength of our inner being as it establishes our shine. Niariashkohoto. With our inner being. From our inner being as our inner being. Nati ariashohotoro ukutora. And make it a great day. Because how could you leave it up to anyone else? Nitara, Sika, Atiariataha.